Yeah, we're from Chorley. Our Chorley and South Ribble Hospital was shut. The A&E was shut on the 16th of April in 2016. That's when we started getting out on the street and it really blew up. There were NHS campaigns going on in Chorley prior to that, but it's like everywhere else. You only really, when it really hits you on the doorstep is when the people of the town get up and actually do something about it. You've heard all about your ASCs, your ACOs, where's your ducks? You've heard all about them. Whatever you want to call them, it's happening. I'm going to give you a quick overview of what's happening in Chorley at the moment. And if you don't think that privatisation's happening after this, then there's something seriously wrong. First of all, in our area we've got the Fylde Coast is part of our footprint. It was, first of all, it was a vanguard, and it was then fast-tracked for the ACSs. It's not working, and it's just been that this is just being fast-tracked in the Fylde. It's happening all over our footprint. It's happening all over Lancashire and South Cumbria. We've got the pathology labs. Even with freedom of information requests, they say there are no plans for putting this into a partnership for the whole of the footprint. They are currently, and since the end of last year, they have been building this pathology lab in Lancaster to indeed have that partnership there. We've also got a private hospital being built in Preston, fully private hospital. It will be doing the same services as your NHS hospital will be doing. There were three partners that set this hospital up. Two of them, just before the announcement of the planning permission for it, sold their shares. One of those was a member of our CCG, and is actually, and his GP surgery is already getting NHS services commissioned through them. Our last Health Scrutiny Committee meeting, we've actually got a Conservative Lancashire County Council now, unfortunately, but even so, this was passed through with very, very little scrutiny. Every single piece of information that was said during that presentation from the STP board, it was mentioning integrated services, care closer to home. Can't think of everything. Look where I am now. Sorry. It was preventative health, care closer to home. Personal health budgets were mentioned all throughout it. Again, during the debate yesterday, pay-as-you-go schemes were pushed all the way through that privatisation, the debate against privatisation. This is the way we are looking to go. If you don't think that in your area these things are happening too, then you really need to get in there and start looking at what's being said at some of these meetings. We've been fighting this, like I say. We got out on the hospital gates on the 16th of April 2016, and we've been on those gates ever since, fighting for this, gaining support, going to the meetings, pushing back, and every single person here needs to do that. The 999 team are doing it because of what is happening in each and every area, what is happening in Chorley and South Ribble, what is happening in Huddersfield, what health campaigns together have been fighting for, what every single judicial review across this country is fighting for. You've got to get out there and you've got to support them. We've been on the gates of our hospital now for 106 weeks, and we'll be there for 106 weeks more if that's what it takes. I'd like to thank everybody for coming here today. Every single judicial review needs this sort of, be it local or national, needs this sort of turnout, it needs this sort of dedication, and only us, the people, can do that. Thank you very much.